This is a Morgan Plus 4-seater, and I'm going to demonstrate how you should take the hood down and how you put it up. There are myths out there that it takes 5 to 10 minutes to put the hood up. As you will see, it doesn't take that long at all, but there is a set number of rules of doing it and a certain process so it will work smoothly. Okay, so to start, to take the hood down, you can do it with the side screens actually on the vehicle. Obviously it's easier without. There is a rear side screen, there is 2 press studs. Just release those, and then you gradually work your way around the back of the car, turning the turn buttons to release the hood. Okay, so to take the hood down, start at the sides first. We're going to do the sides, the rear, release all the tension from the hood, and then release it from the front. You can do it with the side screens on or off. Obviously it's easier if the side screens are off the car, and there is a little tommy bar that fits onto the side screen knobs to remove them, but I'm going to demonstrate this with the side screens on. The rear side screen has 2 press studs on the inside, so I'll just release those, turn the turn button, and then release it. As you can see, the back's got a little bit more tension there, and release that. Press stud to the rear. So release the turn buttons along the side, working your way along the back. You then have a press stud at the back here. Occasionally you may have to release the spare wheel, but on most cars you don't need to. Press stud, turn button. I'm then going to carry on working my way along, and as you can see, it's gradually releasing the tension from the hood. Open the door, under the press stud, and that is the back released. So by doing the press studs and the turn button, it releases the tension off the back of the hood, making it slightly baggy at the front end. What we're going to be doing is lifting up under these fasteners, and these are called lifted up fasteners. So you put your finger underneath, and then you flick it upwards. You always find the 2 end ones at the bottom of the screen are the harder ones to undo. And then you gradually work your way along, and it's that kind of motion up to the middle. And then on the other side, you just go along the other way. So under the dog, as you can see, I'm pulling it to release a bit more tension, lifting under the dog to release the hood. Hood then can come away. And then you then pull the hood off and you fold it into 3. So I turn it upside down, but keeping the rear window as flat as possible. A little bit like trying to put a duvet cover on, so it's never elegant on a 4-seater. And then you fold it into 3 again. So it will then fit behind the rear, and the hood frame mechanism will then go down. So to put the hood back on the car, you need to put the hood frame up first. This particular car, I would have to choose this one, has actually got hood swivel pins on it, which was an optional extra that was available a few years ago. You can still get them. What it does, when you put the hood frame up, they do them on 2-seaters as well, you have the little foot there, and if you move the little flap over, it lowers one of the hood bars. So as you can see there, it lowered it down. That just makes it a little bit easier to pull the hood onto the front of the screen. I'll leave this in place as if it's a regular one without these fitted, so you can watch me struggle at the same as you will be. Okay, so we've got the hood frame up. ideal time just to show you the press studs, or the bases of the press studs on the rear side screens. So when you see me put the hood up, you will notice that I will actually clip it on the inside. Okay. Right, so we've now put the hood frame up, and we then untap the tent, or the hood, I should say. So turn it round, rear window to the back, and then pop the hood right over. So what I am going to do is pull the sides out, that goes over, and you start at the back. That one's already gone on there, which is quite handy. And turn button as you go along. Hood material over a bit more. And then do the press studs. And the turn buttons. Go along. Just around this side. This is similar to a two-seater with this side screen, and the idea is that press stud will go on the back of the side screen, and then this flap goes over the top. With the side screen on, which is a bit of a treats way of doing it, you can tuck that behind, pull it down onto the turn button and turn, and the same there. You then pull the material over and then clip the press stud on the inside. Can't really show you that, it's just one of those things you do by feel and touch. So this is the same as the two-seater hoods on just on this section here. So where the side screen is, you would actually tuck it behind the rubber, and then this outer flap goes over the outside. Otherwise what you'll do, you'll trap the hood, the side screen inside the hood, and then you can't attach it properly. So make sure that goes behind. You can then pull it over and pop the press stud on the inside and gradually work forward. And you'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so the back of the hood is now on, and now we need to pop it onto the front. You'll see we've got a little sausage, which is the seal that goes on the inside. Because of the nature of how much tension you need to pull onto the front of the screen, I always tend to start from the middle and work outwards to spread the load across the screen. So seal on the inside, pull it over, and then just pop it on. If you find you haven't put the hood on for quite some time, warm it up in an airing cupboard, or if it's a nice sunny day with the hood that is actually up, park the car up outside with the hood up, especially if it's Everflex, which is this vinyl material. You will actually find that as it warms, it will actually expand a bit. The worst thing you can do is never put your hood up and just think, oh, I'll just put it up if it rains. You do need to regularly put the hood up and down to keep it nice and stretched. The last one is always the what's it one, shall we say, to put on. I've got the door, either open the door and rest it against you, or you can just tap the flap on the inside. Again, the outer flap stays on the outside, and then you pull it round and then clip it on like so. I made that look very easy then. You then would shut the door, outer flap goes on the outside, and then you tuck yourself in. You can do it from inside, you just pop your hand up and then run it along the inside of the screen to tuck the flap down. I'll then go around the other side and just finish it off on the other side, and that is the hood up. If you're caught in a shower and you're doing it very quickly, you can do it in about 2 minutes. I'm taking my time here to demonstrate to you, otherwise I would be a blur. That's it, hood's up.